Hey all, it's Jeremy here from Soulbound Studios. Welcome to episode 2 of Inside Chronicles of Elyria. In episode 1, we covered a fair number of topics, including early development, past difficulties we encountered, and more. It wasn't intended to cover everything, but instead give you an overview of what we've accomplished so far. In this video, and into the next, we'll be taking a closer look at what we're working on now, as well as our current and future plans. When we set out to create COE, design and development was split into 3 phases. The first phase, previously referred to as pre-alpha, was intended to give us time to build our platform and scalable backend while validating it against our core game systems. Highest on that list was our physics and chat servers. The second phase, referred to as Alpha 1, contained milestones and feature work focusing on elements you'd expect from a more traditional MMORPG. This included things such as exploration, trade, crafting, combat, and plenty of opportunities for adventure. You've seen sides of this in previously released videos. Whether it's jousting on horseback, sneaking through settlements, or just exploring the game world, these videos were intended to demonstrate how your character looks, feels, and interacts with the world around them in COE, and showcase our unique take on what players typically expect from the genre. At its heart, the Alpha 1 mechanics were designed to be accessible to those familiar with MMORPGs, but innovate in ways that solved well-known problems, paving the way for the next evolution of MMOs. The third phase, which we previously referred to as Alpha 2, contained features and mechanics that were far more political and organizational in nature. It focused heavily on land ownership, settlement management, trade, taxes, governance, and the emergent storytelling that accompanies the rise and fall of nobles and aristocrats. It's the side of the game that appeals most to those who enjoy playing settlement management, 4X, and grand strategy games. It's also the side of COE that appeals to those looking to exploit the metagame, negotiating, deceiving, and forming alliances against strategic enemies in an effort to rise to the top and hold their station as a powerful player or organization on the world stage. It's a metagame seen in other games like EVE Online, a metagame we refer to as the Dance of Dynasties. Development of Chronicles of Elyria is the culmination and integration of all 3 phases, and while we could have put either Alpha 1 or 2 first, we put them in the order that we did because we felt the more traditional MMO aspects would appeal to the largest number of players, not only because they're more familiar, but because the nature of settlement and domain management means there's always a need for more adventurers and landowners than aristocrats and nobles. Interestingly enough, between our method of crowdfunding, the ability to engage in the Dance of Dynasties during ongoing development, and people's ability to roleplay and organize communities around their settlements and domains, what transpired was that the Alpha 2 phase of development was far more interesting and exciting to our active community members. Looking at where we are after the layoffs and the impact of the pandemic, it'll come as no surprise that we've had to adjust our course of development to react to these challenges. As a result, we've shuffled our priorities to focus on the things that make the best use of our resources and provide us with the best path toward completing Chronicles of Elyria. Taking the previous 2 points together meant placing our efforts into design and development of the kingdom, settlement, and land management mechanics, rather than furthering the adventuring mechanics, effectively swapping Alpha 1 and Alpha 2. This is partially due to the sheer number of animations and other assets still needed for the adventuring mechanics, but also because kingdom and land management provides backers far more value and opportunities to interact with their bloodlines, settlements, and domains. Over the coming months, we'll be detailing the roadmap for the remainder of the project, but in recent months, we've been working to delve deeper into the design of land, settlement, and domain management, as well as putting together plans to get these and other mechanics into your hands as quickly as possible. To begin with, we've been revisiting our earlier work on Elyria Chat. In spite of having Discord for out-of-character communication, the benefits of providing in-character communication toward encouraging safe roleplay and continued community building can't be understated, and we're looking forward to providing new and better ways for you to engage with one another. Second, and most importantly, I've been doing focused, low-level design work on the kingdom, settlement, and land management mechanics. I've been working to detail the various economics surrounding currency, trade, taxes, and land ownership. On the settlement management side, I've been working on nailing down a functionally complete list of all the different building types with their various station and other requirements, as well as the associated passive and active bonuses they provide. And on the domain management side, I've been diving into design focused on governance, criminal justice, succession, diplomacy, and conflict, the last of which requires establishing the full set of Casus Belli. Now this video is too short for me to dive into depth on any one of these, so we'll be providing in-depth design blogs to go over them in the coming weeks and months. This change in focus and reordering of our milestones is an opportunity for the Chronicles of Elyria community as well as Soulbound Studios to chart a new path forward, to redefine the way you interact with one another and the way we interact with you. I want to stress that none of this means development on the adventuring mechanics has ended. It's simply a case that right now, based on the challenges we face, getting something into your hands has never been more important, and we want to focus our attention on the areas that are most exciting to our backers and community members. Moving forward, we'll be gradually demonstrating more and more of what we've been working on, but as stated, please be patient with us while we work to deliver on one of the most highly anticipated releases in our journey towards the completion of COE. Okay everyone, as I mentioned in the first video, feel free to send feedback, questions, and comments to insidecoe@soulboundstudios.com, and I'll do my best to address what I can in an upcoming video. Keep an eye out for our first all-new design journal in the coming weeks, which will explore the recent design work in greater depth. Pledged to the continued development of the Soulborn engine and the Chronicles of Elyria, this is Jeremy Walsh from Soulbound Studios, and we'll see you on the next episode of Inside Chronicles of Elyria.